Yeah, a little aha here on the queue as we work ourselves out of this Friday. And as I advertised, and he's always a man of his word, young Jim Weber with me right now. James, how are you, my friend?
I'm fine.
It's good to see you.
Thank you. Also,
It's been a while, man. It's been not a long while because the Benedicts and us came over and saw you over at Sixth on James. What is that name? Am I right?
yeah,
Fifth
that's
on James.
The Sixth on James.
Sixth on James. Yeah,
Yep.
there you go.
It used to be called Mad Anthony's. Now it's the Sixth on James.
Yeah, there you go. I had to get that. I'm sitting there going, is it fifth or sixth, Jim? Okay,
Yeah.
that one number. It's always been my tricky like that.
There's a lot of cool things happening over there. But,
Yeah.
yeah, it has been a while. It was the last time we actually were communicating on radio would have been COVID.
Yeah.
During the COVID
Heck
secret
yeah.
times that we did. So,
Yeah, no doubt. It was back in those times. So it's really good to have you. It's always good to have you. It's always good to see you.
Great, yeah.
If you have not seen Jim Weber, okay, out and about somewhere, you are missing something, okay? And you're going to find that out today because you're going to hang with me again for the entire hour. Going to let him play some of his original songs and some covers as well. And that's kind of what you do over at Six on James or whenever you're out, right?
That's my intent was to play more acoustic of originals.
Yeah.
But because it's an entertainment venue, you end up playing cover songs, and we love that too.
Sure.
I should always play more of mine, but I don't.
Well, no, you really should because you do a great job.
Well,
And
thanks.
for folks who don't understand, okay, originally a Wasion guy, right?
Yes.
From Wasion, Ohio. Ended up at some point in time down in Austin, Texas.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
Was in a band down in Austin for a few years. How many years were you in Austin then?
I was in there playing music probably 6-7 years, and then I spent the rest of the time not playing music.
doing other things.
Other things, yeah.
Service to the state kind of things, type
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Working with the state there a
That's
little
right.
bit.
Training.
Yeah, training. But that was when? 70s? 80s?
Yeah, that would be the early 80s, and
Yeah.
that was when things in Texas were different. The population, I think, at that time was like 400,000 people.
Yeah.
Right around there, 400,000 people, and I think the population now is like 1,200,000, something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like tripled. Yeah, it has.
It's gone crazy, and it's still a great music city.
Yeah.
So if I would encourage anybody that wants to get out and see what it's like
Yeah.
to pursue your career, go to those places. You'll find out that when you go to Austin, great guitar players are everywhere. Great musicians are everywhere. It's much like Nashville. You think you're good until you go down there, and then you find out, whoa.
Yeah. Where'd these guys come from?
Yeah.
And gals come from? No
Yeah,
doubt.
they're just sitting on the bench, and they're way better than I am.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
it
you know
is.
how it's so tough, and it's neat. We got to know the guys in Grouchy like Riley, who have been 3 musicians who did kind of what you did about the same time. You were kind of crossing paths just a little bit, not really realizing that you're going to cross paths again 40 years later, right?
That is interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you were there had to be times when you and Grouchy, the band. What was the band that you were in down there?
Calvin Russell Band, Motive, Mandy Mercier.
Okay.
So all those bands, they played in the same areas. We played the same clubs.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So I'm sure there were probably even maybe times when you were on the stage after or before in something that was going on for a benefit or whatever, because those things all happen, right?
Yeah, they could very well be.
And they were in different bands and doing different things at the time. So, but
Yeah.
it's always fun when you guys get together because you start throwing out names, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, you remember, whoever,
right.
Oh, yeah, I played whatever. I did that. It's fun to reminisce like that.
We could name drop, and I'm sure if we all got together, you'd be pretty impressed with their name dropping.
Yeah.
Not so much mine, but yeah, those guys played with well-known musicians and up-and-coming musicians who got to be well-known.
Yeah.
So when we were down there, many times nobody had ever heard of these guys, and it was relatively new.
Yeah.
The scene was just changing, so I'm glad I got to go back and meet them.
Yeah, no doubt. It was a fun place to be, I'm sure. But whenever you go, if you decide that your dream is going to be anything, I don't care what it might be. If you want to be the best welder in the world, okay, and then all of a sudden you leave Northwest Ohio and you go someplace else and you're dealing with a whole lot of welders,
That's
you
right.
notice that, oh my gosh, that guy's better, she's better than I am, and there's a structure there, and you work your way through it. Musicians are the same way, but boy, I think it's a lot more intimidating in this line of work when you have to go out and put yourself in front of somebody with a guitar on a stage and try to keep them from ordering more drinks or leaving.
Yeah.
One of the
Right.
two, right?
Yes.
Because that's the goal. And the very first time you hit stage, the very first time you went up and did this by yourself, was it a single? Did you do a single
Yes.
show initially?
Yes.
Can you remember back to that time and the feelings and the thoughts? You had to be kind of scared to death at that moment.
I was actually very intimidated. It came all at once. I'll give you a little bit of history. I'm a drummer,
Yeah.
and so I never thought about ever doing this. I was never singing. And possibly did some background vocals. I don't even remember if I was anywhere good.
Yeah.
But I went out to eat at a pizza place, and they had a jam session.
Okay.
And this was probably 16 years ago, and I was asked to come up and just jam, and I didn't know any songs. I think I knew 3 songs on a guitar because I had just been practicing with one that I had brought back. I didn't really know how to play it. So I went up there and sat in an open mic situation and played 3 songs, thanked them, went back down, started eating my food, and the manager approached me and hired me.
Oh, wow.
And that was the start, and I was terrified because I really only knew 3 or 5 songs.
Yeah.
Right around there, and so I had to go and do that learning immediately, go learn songs, and I got the traditional big old 3-ring binder with
Yeah.
all the pages.
Yeah.
So it was pretty embarrassing to start out looking at a page like that and trying to find my way around audiences, and I sat down most of the time. So then I learned I wanted to be a stand-up performer, so I would stand up and make more eye contact, and it helped out that I was a drummer and had played for many, many years on stages.
Yeah.
So I was terrified for sure, but I got over it.
Got over it quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank goodness you did, man. Thank goodness
Thank
you
you.
did. No doubt about that.
Thank you.
All right, I've been putting this off right now. That's enough background for now. We'll have
Good.
more conversation as we go.
Good.
But the reason I'm so thankful that you started is because about what you're about to do right now. Can you play us a Jim Weber original to get us started?
I would love to. And this one is a song that I wrote, I'm going to say probably in the 90s, late 90s. And it's called Lost Without You. There's a lock on my heart, baby. It says, please go away. I stop and take a look around. There's got to be a better way. And I say, and day by day, it's the same old thing. Sometimes I just don't understand that what it is makes me think that I've got to be a better man. But you know, sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel so lost without you, so lost without you. I say to you and you say to me, and we go round and round. I know I'm right, I know I'm wrong. I know the answer can be found. Now here we are at that familiar place, and I cry out your name. I hang my head and I say a prayer, and I try to make a change, but you know that sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel so lost without you, so lost without you, yeah, so lost without you. Well, thank you.
Man, no, that's always been one of my favorites. There's no, tell me the story behind that one. Is there a story behind that one?
Well, there is, yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, it was a time in my life when I was very frustrated. Things were not right, and I was actually a prayer at times saying, you know, why me? Why me? Why is all this happening to me?
Yeah.
And I was very frustrated. So I had a conversation with God in that particular song. A lot of times it appears to be about a woman.
Yeah.
But it's really not. It was about my conversation with the good Lord saying, why does this happen to me?
Yeah.
And I was arguing.
Yeah.
And so I was shutting him out, you know, and that was the idea of the song. And I came around and learned a lot from that.
Did you?
From that life lesson, yeah.
So, was that one of the first? Is this one of the first songs that you've written?
No.
No. Okay.
The first one I wrote was actually one that I wrote for my daughter because I was missing her.
Yeah.
And that's a little more of a ballad.
Yeah. And I'm going to hear that one too because I love that one as well.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah,
they got it. We'll get to that one here in a minute. How's that? Okay.
Okay, sure.
I got to pay. I also had to pay bills around here. If I don't pay some bills, you know, then Susie gets mad at me.
That's right.
And you saw Susie. She's pretty intimidating, right?
That's right. She's big.
She is.
She's tall.
About that. Jim Weber's with me right now. We'll be back. We are off the rails, but now it's going to be Jim and I for the rest of the hour. I don't know if you've got a request maybe that you know that Jim does. We can request Jim maybe doing something for you if that's the case out there. I got a couple folks that have been requesting, but if you know Jim or you know a song maybe that Jim knows, send it out there and I'll have Jim do it for us here today. How's that? We're off the rails till 1 o'clock on the Q with Jim Weber. Man, feeling like spring out there. It almost feels like we're in Austin, Texas, Jim Weber. You know? It does. Doesn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
These spring winds, it reminds me exactly of that.
Yeah.
Springtime.
Yeah. They had a lot of that back in the day.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim Weber with me right now till 1 o'clock this afternoon. So let's get back to the first song. What was the first song you wrote?
First song was Lost Without You. But
Okay.
actually the first song I wrote was one for my daughter. The first one I played was Lost Without You.
Yeah.
But when I wrote them, I wrote several of them. I don't remember the earliest ones, but this one that I'm going to do now was one that I wrote for my daughter because we hadn't seen each other for probably maybe 16 years.
Wow.
And when she came to visit me, I wanted her to know that on all those years, I was thinking of her, and I wrote that song for her. So.
Yeah. So please play that one.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. I'd love
I don't
to.
know. The two you're opening up with are probably one and two of my favorite Jim Weber songs. How's that?
Well, thank you. So here's from my daughter. If it ain't one thing, it's another that always keeps me away from you. There's too many heartaches and too many problems, but you always see me through, and I'll keep your picture all around me. They remind me of you, but even now that you're gone, I think of you. I think of you. I'm standing on a lonely street, don't know which way to go. I'm looking for a sign from somewhere, but the next town I'm in, and the people that I meet, I know your face will still be there, and I'll keep your pictures all around me. They remind me of you, but even now that you're gone, I think of you. I think of you. You said goodbye with a wave of your hand, but now nothing seems the same. And late at night, when I'm all by myself, I still call your name, just to ease the pain, to ease my pain. And the sun comes up and sets right back down. Time just seems to pass me by. I've got to fill this empty space when you're not around. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try, 'cause I'll keep your picture all around me. They remind me of you, but even now that you're gone, I think of you. I think of you. I think of you. I think of you.
Yeah, Jim Weber, man. I always loved that song, man. I really do.
Thank you.
That, you know.
Thank you very much.
You and I have talked about your past in the past, and we've kind of alluded to a little time in Austin, Texas, or in Texas itself, where you and the state got to know one another a little bit better.
Yes.
Okay, but I don't know that everybody knows exactly what happened while you were down in Texas. So I've heard you made that comment when you're playing out at times and this and that and the other. But for the average Jim Weber fan, they probably don't know what happened down there. Give me just a little feel of what happened to you down in Texas.
Okay, well, it helps to look at some of the songs, and you hear the words I'm writing, and you wonder what it's about. And so some of these were from being incarcerated.
Yeah.
And so I happened to get arrested when I was down in Texas, and I think it was 1988. And I was working in a recording studio. I'd worked in several recording studios and with bands, and we had just recorded an album with a group called The Motive.
Okay.
And we had Bobby Keys from the Rolling Stones on saxophone.
Okay.
And we even utilized a guy from Stevie Ray Vaughan's band, Reese Winans, the keyboard player.
Okay.
So we did this great album, and then I got involved in a drug trafficking scheme that I wasn't truly aware of, but I was smart enough to know I shouldn't be
What
doing
was going
things
on?
like that.
Yeah, sure.
And so I got sentenced to 14 years in federal prison.
Wow.
And I had to complete 11 and a half of those years. So in those 11 and a half years, I learned a lot of life lessons.
Yeah.
How to make it, how to manage, how to change your attitude, just how to be a better person.
Yeah.
And so it never made me bitter. I was bitter for the first 2 or 3 years trying to get out of it, but once I realized that my next decade was going to be in incarceration,
Wow.
I tried to utilize it the best I could.
That's amazing. I don't even know how I would handle that, Jim. First of all, I'm claustrophobic, so if you're going to put me into a small room and lock me in like we're in right now. If I couldn't get out of this room in about an hour or so, I would find a way out of this room, right?
Yes, that's right.
But they don't let you do that in jail, right?
No, I mean, when you're in jail, in prison, I use those as a stepping stone. So jail is like where you go when you wait for prison.
Okay.
And when you go to prison, this is like your home because
Yeah.
you know you're going to be in the same place for quite a long time. And
Yeah.
for me, it was well over a decade. So I had to learn how to cope with all my surroundings and the people. And so it was a lesson in life that I would say I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I survived. I think I'm a better person for it. I
Yeah.
hope to be a better person for it.
You're a pretty good person. It's, ever since I've met you, you've been a pretty good person. So you know that's
Thank you.
post incarceration.
You haven't seen all my tattoos.
Well, we have kind of an interesting past that we kind of share because you know my wife and her family as you were
That's
growing
right.
up in Wasion.
That's right.
So when we get together, oftentimes there's a whole lot of stories that are told pre you going out to Texas, okay, of you and Sean and Kathy and all
Sure.
your friends kind of getting together at their house and hanging out and doing things, and you know, it's so ironic, okay, that we would be all of a sudden here sitting in 2026
And know each other.
and know each other, yeah.
Or
And-
our people know each other.
Yeah.
We have people that know people.
entirely. And then how do you throw in the Grouchy like Riley connection here through Max and everything, okay, that comes up out of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And now I didn't know those guys. You didn't really know those guys.
No.
Now we know them pretty well. And now all of a sudden you figure out you've got the same kind of relations with them as you have with us too. It's, I don't know. Somebody's looking out for us. I don't know who it is,
think
but
so.
somebody's making things happen.
We have friends, and when you think about that, when you have friends that are diverse, Max would be one of them. Max was, he was a leader. He's kind of a personality that always wants to be a leader, but he's also a facilitator, and he's a very genuine, kind person. So the times he introduced me to musicians, that was his way of connecting.
Yeah.
He was just that kind of a guy. He could make connections, and he introduced me to them.
Okay.
He allowed me to come down, and he even got me to get up and play as a guitar player. So you got to remember, all the years I was down there was a drummer. There's no way would I ever want to get up there and play guitar in front of all these great people. But Max facilitated that for me, and I got to meet some great people through Max.
No doubt. And the fun part is that when they came up the last couple times, you got to play drums again too. That was fun to watch as well.
Yes, the drums. I love the drums.
Yes, you do. But you do so doggone well with the guitar. You got to do another one for me.
Oh,
How's that?
well.
What's the next one? What else we got to do here?
I think the next one is going to be one that I wrote. It's about my age. Because, you know, we're getting older.
No.
I've had people say, "You can't believe you're going to go out and play that many gigs. You're going to continue to play." And I'm very fortunate and blessed to still be at my age of 74 to still go out and do 100 plus gigs.
Yeah.
And travel. And so this one was it's called Old Dogs, but it has nothing to do with dogs because I would be the old dog. And I was just feeling like, sometimes, we don't feel good. Sometimes we feel good. So here's the story of this one. Old dogs, they never die. They just move on. And as hard as they may try, they keep singing that same sad song. Sometimes I wake up hard. Sometimes I don't feel strong. Sometimes it's just too much. I want to be moving on. Sometimes it don't make sense. I don't like riding on that fence. You know that I just have to say, sometime I wanna just fade away. Oh, but old dogs, they never die. They just move on. And as hard as they may try, they keep singing the same sad song. If there ever comes a time, oh, that I feel like traveling on, everything you say and everything you do could keep me hanging on.
Oh man,
Old dogs.
when did you put that together back on the porch there at the house on a Saturday afternoon or something when you're hanging around?
Something like that. That
Yeah.
was more currently written.
Yeah.
I just wrote that because, like I said, I was feeling old.
No, I mean, come on now. You and me, old, we're kids, man.
I
You
know.
know, when you turn that number that starts with a 7,
Yes.
you put a 0 in front of it. Okay, so now you're 7 point something or
There
other.
you
How's
go.
that? So we're 7 going on 8 right now, even though
like
we're not. How's
Yeah.
that?
Well, my attitude sometimes is 7 years old.
Very much so.
You know, I just thought about this,
Yeah.
Jim. There's a line in that song. It talked about, I don't like riding on the fence.
Yeah,
You know, making decisions and not knowing which way to go. That's
Yeah.
it. So this occurred to me that back in the, would be the early 70s, late 60s, your wife
yeah,
and her brother, they would have parties at their house, and we would listen to, I remember the Rolling Stones album,
Okay.
and it was called Flowers. It had a song on it, it's called I'm Just Sitting on a Fence. And I got that line from
Wow.
that moment all the way back to the late 60s.
Wow.
Where that came from, about riding on the fence.
You know, and how many songs written by not only you but so many people who are songwriters by trade.
Right.
You hear about plagiarism and stealing things, but it's only you can steal some things. I mean because there's really nothing original anymore in this world. It's something that you hear that prompts you to do something else, right?
That-
Like especially in this business.
It's very true. And
You know?
I think if you were watching, you would see same chord structures are used over and over again.
Yeah.
Melody lines change, but yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, now with AI coming out, who knows where it's going to go?
Oh gosh, man, I don't know. That scares the living daylights out of me, man.
Me too.
Hopefully it's not as bad as what I think it could be, and hopefully we use it for good. But that never happens that way. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it's going to make songwriters out of people that never wrote songs.
Yeah.
And it's going to make musicians out of people that don't play music.
Heck yeah.
But then again, when drum machines came out, I was a drummer and I actually did studio work, and
Yeah.
we were freaking out then when drum machines came out because they weren't calling us.
Yeah.
They were just punching the machine up, and it was a Lindrum at that time. It took a few years to kind of understand how it worked, and we made it work for us.
Yeah.
So now we understand that there's a good thing about electronics.
Yeah, and it will work for us, hopefully, in the
Will.
same way.
Yes.
All right, one more before the break, okay? Then we're going to pay some more bills, and then we'll come back and get a couple more done before we get out of here today. How's that?
Okay, let me see here. You want me to do, how about we do this?
Your choice, man. Jim Weber's my guest. I don't, when Jim Weber comes in here, whatever Jim Weber wants to do, Jim Weber gets to do. How's that? That's
Wow.
It's like going to your grandma's house again, Jim. How's that?
There you go. I'm spoiled. I feel spoiled. A few years ago, some Texas people came up here via you and Max, and I remember he invited me up to play, and I played this song, and I hadn't really done it before, so I'm going to try it again. This is by Blind Faith, so it's not mine, but I wish it was. Come down off your throne and leave your money at home. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key. But I'm near the end and I just can't find the time. But I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Come down off your throne and leave your body at home. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key. But I'm near the end and I just can't find the time. But I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Yes, I'm wasted and I can't find my way home.
Yeah, man. Stevie Winwood, Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker. Oh, what a band. Huh?
Rick Gretsch.
Yeah, what a band.
Yeah, what a band.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that takes me back a long, long time. I always love hearing that song because that really was one of those songs that stuck with me when I was a much younger guy, no doubt.
Yeah.
Nice job. Jim Weber's with me right now. We'll pay some bills. We'll get a little more music out of Jim, and then we'll head out, and you'll head out and get the weekend ready here on the Q, 96.5 FM. Yeah, the Blizzard auction coming up here before you know it. It's hard to imagine that was all the way back in the blizzard of 1978. We remember those days. I was actually in Alabama at that point in time, so I didn't have to deal with the weather up here at that time. Jim, were you in Ohio in 78, or were you someplace else?
I was in Ohio.
Yeah.
And we got caught in the blizzard, and I look back at the pictures, and I can't even comprehend the wall of snow that we ended up with by plowing through. It was just amazing that we made it.
Yeah.
And technology was not up to snuff back then. We didn't have cell phones, I don't believe.
Yeah, no. None of that.
We just had to endure it.
You know what? I saw the weather maps from in Alabama, but you had a hardline telephone. Okay, the first day or so you didn't really get a phone call because everybody was so busy doing things. Still had a lot of family up here, and then I also about 4 or 5 days into it got a letter from my mom. Okay, that had all the clippings from all the papers and all the pictures and all that kind of stuff to show me how bad it was up there. And it was, I think at that time, 67 and sunny in northern Alabama.
Oh my.
Yeah. At one point in time during that year, we got about an inch of snow, and you thought we had the blizzard down in Alabama at that point. They weren't capable of dealing with that. Go back with me. How did you get going with this? How did you start in the music business?
Well, like most kids, you love music. I'm listening to the radio. I always listened to CKLW, and that was the major radio. It was AM. We did not have FM.
Yeah.
Till a few years later, and I just loved the music. So it just starts to get into your soul, and you either are infatuated with it enough that you want to learn an instrument, and I thought drums were a good thing for me, and I started playing drums and wanted to be in a band. I just knew that once I saw the Beatles, so I started out in the mid-'60s, and when the Beatles hit, it was like, oh, this is definitely what I wanted to do, and not even knowing how to do it, just the fact that I love music, love listening to the music, and so I applied myself to drums, and we started garage bands. Your buddy from down the street, we were horrible.
Yeah.
And we just get in there and pound and make noise, and sooner or later you smooth it out, you find other musicians, and you look at your local area, and that's how I did it. I just used my friends.
Okay.
And they used me, and as we branch out to different counties, you find better musicians or like musicians that have the same interests, and that's what I did. And then you come to a point where if you want to be serious, you need to move to where the music is, and to be professional, you need to approach it that way. And that's what I wanted to do, was to be a professional musician. So I almost got there. But
then the fate intervened there for you for 11 and a half years.
I had many good years before that, many great bands before all that.
Well, but to have the courage to go to a place like Austin, Texas, okay? I mean, it'd be one thing. I know a lot of younger folks who have been around here who end up in Toledo or Fort Wayne. They go that direction to step out of this area. But when you have the courage to step out of this area and go to a town like a Nashville or an Austin or in so many other big towns that have a musical tradition like that.
We can't forget Detroit too.
Detroit, Detroit. That'd been an easier place to go to, really. Cameron and his grandpa went to Detroit back in the day and played with around Seeger and guys like that back in that same time frame, right?
That's right.
Yeah. But to have those kind of stones to go out and do that, by gum, I applaud you, because that really is a difficult place to start. Okay, but probably had to be a lot of fun to be part of at that time as well.
Yeah, you have to be pretty much of a free spirit and vagabond if you want to just pick up and go. Which is kind of what I did. So I wasn't attached. I didn't really have. I had family. And they loved me and I loved them, but I just needed to get away from all that. So it's a big difference in your personalities whether you can decide to take off and experience just sleeping on the street, sleeping in somebody's apartment on the floor. We did plenty of that. I made it to New York and Chicago and Florida, trying to find the areas of music, and so that's what you do, and a lot of my friends did not have the ability to just get up and go. And do it.
Well, thank goodness you did, because it's led to where we are right now, and that's a good thing. All right, we've got about, I said we'd time for two. We got time for one more. How's that?
Sure.
And then we also have to let people know where they can see you. So why don't we do that before we actually get started here, and you can kind of play us out. Where are you? If somebody wants to hear Jim Weber over the course of the next couple of weeks, where would they go to see you?
You can come on a Monday night, if you're so inclined, 2 hours, 6 to 8 p.m. at a club called the Six on James, which is Lake James in Angola, and the club is right there at the Four Corners. It's called the Six. And I play there every Monday, and we'll also play there occasionally on the weekends. But that's the closest place. And then I'm taking off to Arizona. I'm flying into Arizona. I'm going to play in Queen Valley. I'll be there for 4 days, and I'll fly back, and then the whole cycle starts all over again. And we'll be at the Lake Shack, and we'll be at Stony Ridge. I'll probably do, probably about 120. A year.
Now, Facebook page for Jim Weber as well, or any kind of social media where they can follow you as well?
Absolutely. JimWeberAcoustic.com. One word, JimWeberAcoustic.com. That's my website, and it's got my calendar on it. It's got some of the music. It's got some music that you did not hear. But you'll have all my gig dates for the entire year. If you're so interested.
Oh man, well if you're not, you're crazy. I'm just going to tell you that because you really need to get out and do some things, and I'd be remiss too to ask, because you and Erica, I know, played together for a long time, and she kind of walked away. Are you playing at all with Erica or John as well? Because you had a nice trio going at one point in time too.
Erica and I we still communicate. Erica is now she is branched out into learning guitar herself. So she's a solo artist, and she's already playing. She's already had 6 or 7 gigs, and will be playing a few gigs. Not quite as many. She's a little more planned than I am. I'm totally unplanned. But no, we're still good friends. She's a great musician, a great singer, and John Day is still playing with me as a backup singer and a percussionist. So, and John's an incredible singer. He's just got a great soulful tone in his voice.
He does. And I'll tell you what, if you have the opportunity to see Jim by himself or Jim with John, or some of the fates align again and Erica and Jim and John all get together again, if you pass that one up, you miss something. I'm just going to tell you that right away.
Well, thanks.
Jim, thank you again for your time and your contribution. And we're about 3 or 4 minutes out. So, well, you're our last thing before we close the doors to the Dome today. So Jim Weber's going to play us out here. Thanks for being there. We'll talk to you Monday morning right here on the Q, 96.5 FM.
Thanks for listening. I just want to be with you, no matter what you do, kicking back the whole day through. I just want to be with you, I do. If I could see your eyes, I wouldn't make it clear. I wouldn't have to try. I just hold you near. If I could feel your heart, then I would surely know that the sweetest things in life, and we just take it slow, it's gonna be so fine. We're just taking our time. Why don't you give it a try? 'Cause I'm gonna make you mine. Yeah, yeah. Good times on a happy day makes me just want to get away. Sunshine will make me sing. I can't think of a better thing, no, no. Take my hand, let's sail away. We'll leave it all for another day. Don't listen to a word they say. I just want to get away. I just want to be with you, no matter what you do. Kicking back the whole day through. I just want to be with you, I do. I do. I want to be with you. Thank you very much for listening.